Welcome in Lindsay Patterson. Lindsay?
Hey guys, story of the season for St. X is defense. They've been limiting opponents to just 204 yards per game, despite a loss smaller last week to 13 points. So they're going to have to do that again tonight when they face elder quarterback Peyton Ramsey, who throws for 343 average a game, and he has a 70% passer completion. Coach Peyton Ramsey making some plays with his feet out there. You have to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, we're struggling a little bit in protections. Protection's okay, just getting open. Our passing game's not clicking real well, but he's helping us out with his feet.
What are some other things that you got to clean up in that second half?
Well, we got to do a better job against their outside zone. You know, they're getting edge, and you know, a bad play for them has been a 4-yard gain, so we got to do a much better job against the run.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to the sidelines. Lindsay's got a very special guest.
Yeah, very special guest, Brandon Phillips. You're at the Elder game. What are you doing here?
I'm just here to watch some good football. It doesn't matter who really wins to me, but you know, since it's the home crowd, of course I'm going for Elder a little bit more than that St. X. But I just want to see some good football. I'm gonna be around a lot. I'm gonna go around to all the high school games and try to, you know, represent for the Cincinnati Reds and try to go out there and just have a good time.
So you're going to stick around in Cincinnati this offseason?
Yeah, I'm going to be here and there. I'm going to go back home to Atlanta, Georgia, probably during the holidays. I might just stay here. I don't know yet, but it's going to be fun just enjoying the cold weather and just being in the community.
Are you going to be making it to any NFL games? The Cincinnati Bengals, they're hot right now.
Well, of course, you know I got to represent the orange now. You know, I'm glad to see the Bengals doing their thing. You know, I hope that they do better than what we did. And you know, of course, I'm going to be up there representing the Bengals, and hopefully they can bring it all because the Cincinnati really need a championship.
Thanks so much, Brandon.
Thanks for having me.
Team here is Lindsay Patterson.
Guys, talked to both coaches this week. Coach Rodenberg says this Pick Central team is physical. They got to watch out for that. It's very similar to the team they saw about 3 years ago in postseason. They can run it and they can throw it. Coach Sherritt says when you look at Moeller, they always have the size and the depth. He has a lot of guys that play on both sides of the ball, so he has to keep them fresh. Went to Michigan, transferred to Ohio State, went on to play with the Ravens, the Lions, and his two younger brothers, Zach and Jacoby Bourne, all went to Ohio State. And I have to mention the parents. His dad, Mike, and mom, Hope, all played for Michigan in the early 80s. Coach, you have the lead, but offensively, your concerns have to be the early turnovers.
Oh, no doubt. You know, we're killing ourselves. We've been killing ourselves all year long. Interceptions, fumbles, and then, you know, our running game gets going and it gets shut down. We got to figure out what to, you know, we got to make some adjustments.
And despite the touchdown, the defense has really had a good half.
Oh, no doubt. Defense is playing great. You know, they've been holding us all year long, and we're going to have to lean on them again next half.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Lindsay Patterson.
Yeah, guys, it's beautiful out here tonight. I talked to both coaches earlier in the week. Coach Moore says this Winton Woods team is a great football team, well coached, and they present very little weaknesses. Coach Parker says LaSalle just great on all sides of the ball. Two great running backs, a great offensive line, and a defense that doesn't give up a lot of points. I had a chance to talk to Coach Parker. He was pretty quick. He said they're their own worst enemy right now. You clean up some of those penalties, get something going on offense. His team has a shot to win this game.
Good evening.
Good evening, guys. I talked to Coach Roberts this week when he said you look at a team like Wayne, they're good on all sides of the ball, really confident. Coach Minton, when he said, you see that Centerville team, you don't know what to expect with that quarterback, running back duo. They really complement each other. He says he's trying to keep that offense off the field if they want to pull an undefeated season off tonight.
Lindsay Patterson's the third member of our broadcast team, and Lindsay, I know Coach Minton of Huber Heights is really looking for his quarterback, Dimitri Trice, to have a bounce-back game tonight.
Yeah, guys, I talked to Coach Minton. He says if they want to come out victorious in this game, Dimitri Trice has to eliminate the turnovers. 5 interceptions versus Centerville. And speaking of Trice, Coach Ramsey said their biggest challenge tonight is going to stopping him on the ground and in the air. And when it comes to the weather conditions like you were talking about, coaches said they're prepared because this is football playoff weather.
And Lindsay's got Coach Jay Minton of the Warriors.
Coach dominating on both sides of the ball in that first half. How do you keep that into the second half?
Well, what a difference a week and weather makes, you know, but our guys are really focused. They're really super focused right now. We've got another whole half. I mean, they're dangerous. I mean, Ramsey's one of the best in the state, so we can't rest or anything, but you know, we've just got to keep focused and keep executing like we have been.
And speaking of Ramsey, besides his touchdown run, you guys have really stopped him on the ground and in the air tonight.
Well, that's
not a bad first half. You have to be pretty happy with both sides of the ball right now.
I probably should be happy with both sides of the ball right now, but I feel like we're making mistakes that are stalling drives. You know, a catch here or, you know, a play there, and then we're much better off, obviously.
Cleaning up some of the penalties.
Absolutely.
You think the rain's a factor at all? Yeah, guys, I talked to Steve Speck yesterday. He said the weather's never this nice for a game against St. Ignatius. He also added with this Wildcats team, they get better every week on offense, and they spread it all down the field. And on defense, it starts with their front. Coach Kyle says his biggest concern with the Bombers, how they control the ball on offense. And on defense, how they stop the run.
Starter second half.
Yeah, guys, I had a chance to talk to Coach Speck. He said this team is playing hard, but they're shooting themselves in the foot, the fumbles, the turnovers. If they don't play smart football in a game like this one, they won't win this football game.
Short week, your team's clicking on all cylinders. You have to be pretty pleased with that first half.
Yeah, we've done a lot of good things. You know, I'd like to see us have the 2-minute drive and take it in and score, but I think our players did a good job getting ready to play. They've come out and played hard.
How do you carry that momentum into the second half? What do you tell them at halftime?
Well, we're going to be able to play a lot of players now. So we got some guys that have worked extremely hard, helped us win the Miami game, but didn't get to play in that game. So we need them to come out and play real hard and do a good job here in the second half.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Two of those.